Podtacular 272, Game of the Year for 2011, for the week of January 26th, 2012.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Podtacular, the unofficial Halo Universe podcast. I am your host, Duststorm, and we have back the two latest to leave co-hosts, or just kind of disappeared for a while. GLewis and Brent Gamer.
Wild Brent appears.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, so Wild Brent does appear.
Yeah. But who is your starter Pokemon?
Where would you appear at? Would you appear on Route 34 or Route 4? Where would you appear?
I'm on Victory Road.
Oh,
Ooh.
look at that. Look at that.
Right next to Mulchface.
Yeah, you have to just you just have to keep knocking me out over and over and over again until your Pokemon is high enough level to challenge Greg in the Final Four. Or in the Elite Four.
Yes.
Dang. And we also have DaftLink.
Hello.
Hello.
It was found in Pewtertown. It was
So where would I be in all of this?
the
Am I in Pallet Town?
You mean
Mr.
SSN.
Pokemon. You teach people how to catch Pokemon for the first time.
Aw.
I think he's more like Sarge from...
Sarge.
Yeah, from Vermilion
The
City.
gym leader from Vermilion
Lieutenant
City.
Surge.
Yeah.
Oh, Surge. Oh, fail. This is a Halo podcast.
I do like my Pikachus.
Yeah. Well, he had a right.
He had a right shoe, yeah.
Yeah. He chose
It's close
to
enough.
power
like
his
10
Pikachu up.
It didn't even take us 10 minutes. So
He was like tempting
It didn't even take us 2 minutes.
It's really the
Oh.
only thing I know about, so.
I was reading the iTunes comments, and it was like, if you really like Pokemon, you should listen to this podcast.
Yeah. This is the best Pokemon podcast around.
I told you we should have done Goldenrod Radio.
I'm telling you, Brent could just host a show by himself talking about all the lore and everything. He knows everything.
We should totally just try out Goldenrod Radio and see if that works.
I forgot the song. We came up with a song and everything, didn't we? Intro.
Yeah?
Let's talk about other games.
Why?
This gets
when
way
did
off.
Black and White come out? Speaking of
Like
April
last year?
or March? No, March.
March of this year, though, right? Or last? When
2011.
I say this year, I
Yes.
mean 2011.
Last this year, yeah.
Last this year.
For the reference of this show, whenever we say this year, folks, we mean 2011.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so it is somewhat relevant.
Mhm.
Granted, we did take a massive detour with it, but it is somewhat relevant.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know. We've talked too much about it. There's too much Pokemon talk on the Halo podcast.
Well, maybe we should have a Pokemon podcast.
But it's a niche. It's like a hobby within. Like if Halo was the life of Podtacular, Pokemon would be the hobby.
Right.
So Halo would be the job, and then Pokemon's the part-time.
So like when
Right.
you
Side.
So Halo's the job, and Pokemon is the recreational drinking.
that's what we all talk about. Like, oh damn, we gotta play some Halo.
That's right. That's right. You gotta play Halo with your Pokemons.
Dude, if Master Chief could do a Thunderbolt, I would totally play every day.
Well, I mean, you have the stickies, so
Close enough.
I mean, it does have little sparks of lightning around it, and then it has a big explosion with lightning in it. So
Mhm. You could equate the Spartan laser to like Fire Blast or something.
Yeah.
like Charizard or something.
Yeah. Or like
Does that
Hyper
mean-
Beam, actually. Hyper Beam.
Flamethrower. Well, no,
Is that-
Flamethrower would actually just be the Flamethrower.
Hyper Beam would be, yeah.
I wish the flamethrower was in reach.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, Hyper Beam would be the
let's
Sentinel Beam.
let's do this, and this will be the end of our Pokemon discussion.
What-
Let's equate every Halo, I guess, Covenant weapon with a Pokemon move, and
I
we'll be
think
done.
that the rocket launcher would be
What about
like
the human
wing
weapons?
attack. I think
Are
rocket
there-
launcher would be wing attack. No.
Okay, we can do all the weapons then. So let's start out with the simplest stuff. So let's do the pistol.
Game of the year.
The pistol is like,
Tackle.
I don't know. I want to say bite, but bite is like weak. It's a weak move. And the pistol
Well,
can
Halo
be
2
deadly in
pistol.
the right hands.
Halo 3 pistol was slow.
Halo Halo 2 pistol wasn't
No,
like
pistol is like tackle. You know, it's like
Yeah.
very basic.
We're talking about the Magnum. We're not talking about scope and pistol. We're talking about Magnum pistol.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
Like if it's
Well,
the
if you wanna
Magnum,
make
then
this-
I guess like bullet seed.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Of
Well,
course. Like, I know what that is.
Okay, so we'll do that as a Magnum. And then what about the pistol? So like the Halo 3 Halo Reach pistol.
Well, what move can you do in 3 moves that could kill somebody?
I don't
If
know.
they
To
don't-
me, the BR is like Fury swipes.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, it's like it keeps like tapping away at you.
What would the sniper be? You know, like one shot hits you.
Like Fisher, or like Sheer
Yeah.
Cold or something.
I thought I knew a lot about this game, but obviously I don't know what you guys are talking about. So
This is actually harder than I thought.
Maybe.
this is I don't even know what move that is.
Well,
So.
the plasma weapons I think would be easier. The
Yeah,
plasma pistol. How about this? Let's do that one.
the plasma pistol.
What's green?
Takes
And-
Razor Leaf.
The plasma pistol,
Solar Beam.
it can't be a strong attack because you can't really
Like acid.
Solar beam would be the focus rifle.
Oh yeah, it could be acid. Yeah.
Oh, that would be good. Acid. Okay. Focus
Yeah.
rifle I think would be solar beam. That or the beam rifle.
Well, the plasma would be something that causes like confusion or something. Does acid cause confusion? Or poison?
It causes poison, I think.
Yes, I think acid would be like supersonic or something. You know,
What about the needler?
fucking Zubats.
Zubats. Oh goodness. The needler.
The problem is that they have to be like some sort of projectile.
Yeah.
And like most Pokemon actually use their body parts to use these attacks and stuff. Like that's the problem. Like Thunderbolt doesn't look like anything in like the Halo repertoire. I don't.
Is there a
Looks like a scare blast.
Is there a porcupine-like Pokemon for needler?
There's Pin Needle, like Jolteon uses Pin Needle, shoots like those.
Yeah.
Okay,
needles.
that would be needler then.
Wouldn't that be like Swift?
Swift.
Swift?
Maybe it could be like
Swift would be
Clyde or
like
Repeater.
AR.
getting run over by a warthog.
Splatter. What about the AR?
Something. I guess that'd be something that's like.
That would be
does-
generic. That would be quick attack?
Well,
Yeah,
no,
quick attack.
You constantly get attacked, so it's like one of those moves that's like Fury Swipes.
Or what's the
Doesn't do that much damage, but if you get hit a lot.
what's the normal attack that has a percentage range from 2 to 5 hits? Isn't there a normal attack?
You mean from normal Pokemon? Isn't
Yeah.
like kick or something like that? Some kind of kick and move.
Well, it's like Fury Swipes, but it's not that advanced.
Well, that was a kick and move. Is like Nidorina can do it.
Double kick.
That's it.
Yeah,
Double kick, yeah.
Double kick. There we go. That's the one I was thinking of. So that'd be the AR.
Plasma Rifle could be like Bubble Beam.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's blue. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What else do we have? We
Have
have
a blue Christmas
the Sentinel beam. Okay.
without you.
Can we just say the Sentinel beam and the Focus Rifle would be kind of the same weapon?
Well,
Sentinel
same
Beam could be like
Pokemon.
Hyper Beam.
this focus beam, Sentinel beam can't scope.
True.
So, and you can't kill somebody with one shot with it. Well, no, focus rifle. Okay, I'm thinking of the beam rifle. Okay.
Rocket launcher would be body slam or something. No. It would
Maybe
be
just
no. Self-destruct. Rocket
Yeah.
launcher would be self.
Yeah, because you could kill yourself. No, what's something you could kill? Is there like a move you could kill yourself, but you won't every time? Like rock slide or something? Can't you like hurt yourself or something?
Yeah, there are moves that can like harm your Pokemon, I think, but I don't think there are any that
Like earthquake.
like sometimes
Wait,
it'll knock you out and sometimes it won't.
It's like earthquake. They'll do that. Or something?
Yeah,
Because that'd be too random.
That's magnitude you're thinking of.
Oh, okay.
if it's like a double battle, it can hurt the other one. Yeah.
And then we just lost everybody. All right. Now we can start
Yep.
talking.
Oh yeah.
All right. So we got so no more Pokemon unless it comes
Yeah.
up in a legitimate discussion.
Which it will.
And it probably will. But
So
All right.
like a Portal. I like Portal because Portal is kind of like a Ditto. I'm just kidding.
yeah,
Now
it's
that
like Trick Room.
goodness gracious.
I'm telling
Okay.
you.
Yes, I know. It's a Podtacular curse, but
Well, it's just us.
Well, I
three.
brought it on us.
It's only us three. Whenever us three are not here, we don't have a problem. If one of us is gone, we don't have a problem.
That's true. That is true. Oh, goodness.
Think about it. None of this started until I started playing Soul Silver on DS. So that's kind of like Pandora's box for Pokemon that we
And
opened.
then you made me buy it, and then Dustin.
Yeah.
Then I've got Heart Gold, and I actually haven't played it since last summer.
Well, but your Wi-Fi that doesn't work, right? Or was that Brent's that Wi-Fi that doesn't work?
No, mine works.
Oh. Is it Brent? Is it yours that doesn't work?
Not
Mine
my
didn't
Wi-Fi
work.
works now.
Oh, man. It used to not work, though, right?
Yeah.
I need
We're
to
gonna-
trade with you guys at some point. I need to get your your friend codes.
Yeah, Stefan. Not you. He said us.
I mean, if he has it too, we can.
I have white. I don't have Soul Silver anymore.
Of course you would have white. Of course.
Yeah. I think the Pokemon looks really cool. Because like the legendary for black, it's like this like white like feathery thing.
Yeah,
They're always
white-
opposites. I mean, like
Yeah.
for gold and silver, Lugia was the really good one for gold, and then Ho-Oh was the good one for silver. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never used a ho-ho.
Ho-Oh,
Whatever.
H-O-O-H, Ho-Oh.
Oh. Ohio.
Homo.
Domo Arigato.
Domo arigato, Mr. Pokemon.
Okay, we've wasted 15 minutes or 10 minutes of the people's time, so let's.
It is not a waste when you're talking about the Pokemans.
Well, to us it's not, no, but to the kind people listening to a Halo podcast, and especially for we've actually on
This
the
is Game of the Year. People should know that this is not about Halo, so
I don't know if you guys saw this, but on Twitter
be
I
warned.
posted that we've actually more than doubled the number of listeners since last summer.
Woohoo!
Oh, nice.
So we went from an average of about 15 to 2,000 listeners to now an average of 3,500.
I thought you were going to say we went from like 15 to 30. I'm like, yes!
Oh man.
35, yeah. I mean that's
No,
good.
he meant people. not
No, I meant actual, like, just 35. Not 3,500.
Yes. We had 15
no
listeners.
zeros. Get rid of those zeros.
That'd still be more than double though. So,
Yeah, 30. Yeah, 30's more than we used to have.
so. All
And
right.
now, all you listeners, make sure you go talk on the forums and check out the main site.
Yeah, there's nobody really talks on the forum. How do we get 30,000 people?
We have some are dedicated a few.
You've got like 10 people at the
Yeah.
moment.
We have 10 core.
Yeah, it's tight knit.
I remember when, like in 07, you know, Brent was here, but I don't know about Dustin, but 07 was, whoa. You know, like, that was when everybody was on Podtacular.
Joined in July of 2006.
Who, you did?
Yeah.
Like, when did you start getting active, though? Were you active the second you started?
Let's say I got active. Shut up. Probably about the summer of 2007.
Okay. That's when it got big. That's when
Because that's when I was off to college.
Were you in Pro B or Pro A? Were you oh, no, you were in the Rec Clans, right?
I never got into those because
So you pretty much just did Pod PC.
I started with Pod PC. Yes.
Yeah.
A little background history for you guys.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know. The more you know.
In
The
the
more you know,
olden
indeed.
times.
I remember
Days.
you used to have to wait 30 seconds to boot Halo. Oh, man.
And so it was that the clans existed, and they battled amongst themselves.
Oh goodness. And,
OA waged war
It was
against
good.
Pro B. Pro B won many a times, just so you guys know.
yeah.
I'm not going to be biased or anything.
Oh really?
Not like
Okay. Okay. So for the docket for this episode is we're going to have more or less 2 games of the year. We're going to have a category for first-person shooters, since we are primarily a Halo podcast, which is first-person shooter. And then we're going to have a game of the year that kind of fits all the rest of the categories. So racers, action, RPGs, that kind of stuff. Handhelds, whatnot.
Can we do a worst game of the year, too?
If you want to, we can do a worst game of the year, sure.
Yeah.
Duke
I didn't-
Nukem forever.
The not game of the year. But the one that you played, not like the worst. Let's do the worst.
I didn't get many games this year because it's like last year college, saving money for a job, for moving out. So I didn't really buy much this year in terms of games. So
The year of the sequel.
oh,
No,
definitely.
that was 2010.
Just like the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Well, and this next year is the year of the sequels too. We have Uncharted 3. We have
We had Rage that came out, so I mean,
the 4.
that's really what else was new?
Wait, no, we
Uncharted
already got
3
Uncharted-
was last
we already
year.
got it. Yeah, we're gonna get Uncharted
Yeah.
Gold and Abyss for the Vita.
Yeah, there's a Vita version of it. Or it's not a version of any of them. It's
It's
new
a
game,
prequel, yeah, to the first one.
but- Yeah.
DOA.
I heard it's pretty good.
Let's get some
already
new
out in
series out.
Japan.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like a new series that's coming out that I'm excited
Well,
for. But
I mean,
that Kingdom of Amalur looks pretty good. The
we
guy
had
from Kirk.
Brink, but that kind of
Kingdom
Flop.
of Amalur Reckoning.
What'd you say? Brink?
Brink flopped. Yeah.
Brink
Yeah.
wasn't that?
It was
like,
hyped. It was hyped a lot, and then it
But you-
flopped.
like it kind of just showed that when you shouldn't make a game like Shadowrun. You know, I mean, it was a good game, but nobody played it. Like I'm gonna play Halo. I'm gonna play Skyrim, or I'm gonna play StarCraft. You know, I'm not gonna play a semi-rate game nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's harder to get into people's consoles, you know, because you have Activision spending millions of dollars because they're making millions on Call of Duty. You know, they can make it every year.
I have yet
People
to buy Modern Warfare 3.
I don't have it either. So.
Oh, good for you. That game was yeah,
I will buy it when it's below $30,
not worth it.
and I'll buy it used.
Spite EA or Activision.
I think rentals serve a good purpose. You know, like your local Blockbuster.
Yeah, I went in. That's how I beat Uncharted.
Blockbusters are out of.
Redbox.
No, there's one by my house still actively in business.
Wait, because they bankrupt.
They went bankrupt, but they didn't close all the stores.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know they closed pretty much all the ones here in town.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
You have a Redbox?
yeah, it's like Hostess.
What? You mean
Hostess went bankrupt, but they still make Twinkies, I think. There's still a demand for Twinkies, so they're going to make them.
There's always going to be a demand for Twinkies.
Because Zombieland.
I
don't think that's
I
why.
didn't know Hostess
I
went
think-
bankrupt. When did that happen?
Kodak
Everyone's
went
going
bankrupt.
bankrupt. It's a new fed.
Yeah, Kodak went bankrupt.
I guess if you look at the government bailout, yes, it is the new fad, isn't it?
Because Kodak didn't transition to digital cameras fast enough.
Yeah.
They're stuck in the past.
Kodak makes good printers, though, but other than that,
Kodak
Buy
makes cheap
Tumblr or
stuff.
I like their printers. I have a Canon printer right now, but Kodaks are pretty good. I somewhat like Best Buy.
Kodak makes cheap stuff, and I mean
Their
it
cameras
works.
suck. Their
Their
cameras suck.
stuff works, but I mean it's cheap
Right, and not the highest quality.
compared to like Epson, Canon, HP. They're cheap.
Does Samsung make cameras?
Yes.
Yeah.
They make the one that you can see yourself. in.
Actually, I have a little point and shoot that has a little front screen on it, and I love it to death. It's
Yeah, it's the same.
But it's what I used to do my video blogs on, and I probably should do another one. But yeah,
Does Samsung make refrigerators?
YouTube.com/DuststormPettigrew.
Samsung, you know that they make that refrigerator that will text you if you're out of like eggs or something.
Those are some of
Get some more eggs. Come on.
Yeah, that's
What's up?
stupidest idea ever. It's
My
like
girlfriend thought it was a good idea, so I mean,
Where are the eggs at? Come on. Come on.
I feel like that's producing like ultra laziness
I'm already ultra lazy, so
technology. Yeah,
to the point of like Wall-E, right? Fat people in the
Hello.
chairs.
Did you see that they have that thing where you put on the back of your recliner that comes in the front of your face and you put your iPad in it? It looks exactly like the little floating chair from Wall-E.
have you seen? And now we're really getting off topic. Have you seen those the commercials for that hat that you can put your phone or like your iPod in the little slit, and then you have little covers that come around on the sides, and it's basically like you have your little screen. It's a home theater, basically inside this cap.
What?
I have not seen that.
So you put it in your hat and then you like.
Yeah,
unplug
like
the
it's a
lens or
baseball
something?
cap with a really extended lip for it, so it's like 2 times longer than normal, and then there's a little pocket where you could put your iPhone or whatever little
In
handheld
the
that you
hat.
have. Yeah.
You like dock your phone on your hat and then the screen on the other side. Or a projector on the other side.
And then you have little covers that come down and it blocks out the rest of the light. So you're basically in your own little world.
It's like me having my Lego fort when I was 3 years old. So, okay.
So is that like a precursor to like reality simulation, like helmets and stuff?
I mean, I think that was the Virtual Boy, right?
It's more of a lazy thing.
It's more of a rich person thing. I mean,
if you want to see like immersion stuff, you need to look up Battlefield 3 Simulator.
Okay.
If you guys haven't seen that, it was on Gizmodo. I want to say back late in the summer. And man, that thing was kick ass.
Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 70-inch screens or something.
No, it was four HD projectors in a dome, and then they had basically a 360-degree treadmill, and then paintball guns that would actually shoot you.
What? I don't want to get shot.
But it's supposed to be like real-time immersive stuff.
That's pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Who made it? Did it EA
Some
make
guys over in Great Britain made it.
Oh, of course, those stupid.
You know what's interesting? I remember a couple of years back, some guys over in Great Britain, these 2 nerdy guys, they were trying to make like real life lightsabers out of like fluorescent lights and stuff. And when they were building it, it like blew up and injured them, and they were in the hospital or something.
Damn. That's
Okay,
what happens if you put your magic crystal in the wrong way. That's what happens.
It's called the Ultimate Battle 3 Simulator, and this is the trailer. And then this is the actual like full video that they had on TV.
Do you get real life XP if you kill people in
that? I don't think so.
Oh, damn.
Unfortunately, you do not.
Dang. I want to get an M8. Just kidding.
Oh, goodness gracious. All right. Let's try to get back on topic here. And
you want to say what our favorite shooter is first?
Well, let's talk about some of the games that came close, I guess. I mean, obviously there's Gears, there's Battlefield, there's Call of Duty. So for the shooters at least, let's talk about the game elements that we like and maybe don't like about the games.
Yeah.
Then we'll choose one.
I'll go first. With Battlefield, I like it a lot. You guys may have seen this differently or experienced it differently, but I don't like the party system.
Oh, the squad system? Yeah.
In what, Battlefield?
Yeah, it seems like it's very hard to get people to get into a squad and then join them.
Yeah.
It is kind of cumbersome.
It's like when you have things like Halo where you press a button, you press one button, and you can get into somebody's party, right? I don't see why they're ignoring that. Because, I mean, that's why, maybe because Halo's not selling a lot and they're trying to compete more about gameplay, but if they just made that seamlessly a lot more easier, I would honestly play it more.
Yeah, I think Halo has kind of always had the ideal matchmaking setup. Like, it's so easy to join your friends and stuff.
Well, from day one. I mean, you look at Halo 2, yeah.
Yeah.
And you have to also realize that Battlefield's coming more from a PC background than a console background. So some of that stuff, while it might work better on the PC, doesn't necessarily work as well on the console. So, and that's one angle to look at it.
Yeah, like server browser and stuff.
If a developer said that, I mean, wouldn't you be like, you're just lazy?
Well, you can't really code for 2 separate experiences. I mean, you're going for one and then you're distributing among multiple platforms. So
yeah, I mean
you can kind of work around it. Although, like with some of the servers with team balancing and stuff, it's a pain sometimes. Yeah. But
I don't think it would have been that hard to make a party system. Would it have? Would it have been that difficult to make a system where it was?
Well, I mean, that's what the squad things are supposed to be for.
Yeah, but it doesn't really work. I still don't even know how to make one. I just always join other people's. I don't.
You go to the matchmaking page and you go to manage your squad, and you can scroll down your friends list on there and press X to invite people.
Menu.
Yeah.
You just pull up your friends and you invite them, and it automatically creates a squad. Now,
Yeah.
it'll join you into the same game, but you might not be in the same squad when you get into the game.
Yeah, it is a little clunky.
It is.
It seems like it was a lot easier to just get an Xbox Live party and then one person join a game and then that.
I mean, it'd be different, like because if you look at it, it's not really matchmaking for Battlefield. Yeah. It's multiplayer. You're not finding people to play with and then you're starting the match. Then you are jumping into an existing server. So it's not for Battlefield. It's not matchmaking. It is actually multiplayer. So if you look at it like that, I think it makes more sense.
Well, I can see that's how they focused was on Bad Company 2. It was way easy to do that. And then Battlefield 3, they said they want to go back to the original, on the computer and the PC. But I mean, if you can't do it right, I mean, you can't say that.
Well, I mean, you can't say it's wrong.
Yeah, you can't say people that like Call of Duty better because it's a worse game. I mean, but if it's easier, if it's easier to connect with people, then I mean, I'm not gonna say that this is it for me, but whenever you worry about developing, you're worrying about how people connect with other people, maybe not exactly with the other product now. So, I mean, if Call of Duty makes it easier to connect with other people, then you can't say that it may be a worse game in my opinion for the actual shooting portions, but for doing that, it may be easier. I don't have it, so I'm not going to say it's better. I'm not going to. I don't have Call of Duty. But I'm going to guess that's one of the reasons why more people play it. I would assume it's easier. I don't have it, so I'm not going to say I know how it works.
Yeah, and I guess I have that same thing too. It's like, well, looking at other Call of Duties, it surprises me how much people support it, to be honest, because, I mean, the multiplayer isn't that incredibly balanced, and if you come into the game new and you're going up against someone, you could just be slaughtered and kill the experience.
Mm-hmm.
Or like for Halo, you actually have a chance, and the game's actually pretty well balanced.
Unless you play against Podtacular.
Or MLG.
I remember I was listening to the Bungie Studios podcast around when Modern Warfare 2 came out, and some of the guys, they were talking about how they got Modern Warfare 2 and they go in the multiplayer, and one of them said, like, I'm starting out with rocks and these guys are dropping nukes on me, basically.
I mean,
which is pretty true.
You can't say it's bad that they reward people who play more.
Yeah, but you have
can't
to
say
look
it's
at,
good that they ignore the people who don't play as much.
I mean,
which is what people complain about Halo, because people say Halo is too easy for.
But to the point of like intimidating new players.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it. I'm not going to say it's good, but maybe for their business model, they just feel it was better for them. Because people who play, people who buy Call of Duty, and that's what they do. They play that game. It's the only game they play. Like my brother, the only game he plays.
Halo has a more diverse audience.
Yeah, definitely.
Halo has a more dedicated audience, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I like Halo better because you do different stuff. If you don't feel like going to matchmaking, I wish Firefight worked better on Xbox Live over Live.
Yeah, they need a.
Like, if I would probably play more again because I like Firefight a lot, but I play with myself a lot.
Mm.
I wish they would actually.
It looks a lot better
bring
than
some of the ODST maps back in as a map pack. I wish they would.
It seemed like even the network issues were better on ODST because we never. We tried to do Endure like 5 times and we never had a problem with lag. But every time I play now, I have a problem with lag. Every single time.
I mean, it really does depend on the connection, and there's definitely some optimization. I'm sure. If 343 is up to the task, they could probably code for it better. I mean, and that networking, the net code, there is a lot that goes behind that net code.
Now, Halo is actually being made by Microsoft. Like before, it was being published by Microsoft. Now it's being made by them. So
yeah, so they could also do things internally better.
Yeah, so you would think that they would have a wider spectrum of professional company wide. If they did that, they may just have it in their house.
Looking at this objectively, I mean, Yeah, I know we're a Halo podcast and we should be all Halo, but you have to look at Bungie was dedicated to make a game that they loved, and they were spending time on it because they loved doing it. 343, I'm not sure that level of passion is there, and it's more
It's just
a gig
trust.
for Microsoft than actually being a product that has love and care and tenderness put into it. So I mean, Halo 4 is going to be a huge test, and it's going to make or break Halo.
It's going to make or break 343, not
Well, that
necessarily Halo.
If
Halo's
Halo,
its own thing. I'm saying that, like, at this point, Halo,
if Halo
you
4
could give it
sucks,
to any studio. You could
Yeah.
give it, like, you could find a studio, theoretically, that would, like, yeah, we'll totally do Halo now. Like,
Yeah.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not sure which big studio it'd be, but I'm certain there is a studio out there somewhere that would probably do it.
we all said, but
It's just Microsoft wants to keep it in-house now. They want to be able to
But
lay
see,
claim
that's
to everything Halo now.
That's the issue that I kind of have with them, is that they want that from a Microsoft standpoint purely for a business model. And it's
Isn't
like,
it all a business model? At the end of the
it's
day?
not all, no, but it's a more business that way than it was for Bungie.
I agree to a point. Like, I do agree that they wanted it.
I mean, if you watch the Oh Brave New World documentary that Bungie put out, you can definitely see that they were having many issues with Halo 1. And the only reason they kept on going with it is because they wanted to make a game that might not necessarily sell well, but they know that'd be a game that they would want to play.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, I'm not going to say that Microsoft's not making it because they want to make money. It's obvious that the reason why they are making it is because they want to make money. That is the reason why it is being made.
Well, also, Halo is
that's the reason any
Xbox.
game's made.
Xbox is Halo. They are one and the same. They are, like, Halo made the Xbox.
That's not as true now.
No, I'm saying it is true. It is iconic. When you see the Master Chief helmet, you don't think of PS3, you don't think of Nintendo, you think of the Xbox.
Yes.
That's true, yeah.
I'm saying that PS3 has Kratos and I guess like some of their
Resistance.
yeah, I mean
Uncharted,
Drake,
Little Big Planet.
I really don't know what their iconic franchise is now. I guess you could say
pretty
maybe
much
Uncharted. Yeah, like Drake is kind of the face of PlayStation now.
Yeah.
But the Spartan helmet has always been the face of Xbox.
And Podtacular.
And Gears of War to a lesser extent.
No.
Well, I think Gears of War is the second most popular exclusive it has.
I think Mass Effect is the second most popular. Not exclusively.
No, I would say Gears probably would be second.
Yeah.
I think I have to agree.
I'd say the Kinect is.
Connect?
Kinect is a flop.
Yeah.
Dude, we sell millions of those at my store. I don't
don't
soccer moms.
See, being a critical flop and being a financial flop are two completely different
That
things.
is true.
Microsoft knows how to make money, and they will continue to make money. So, who knows? Maybe Halo will be. I am optimistic. I liked it that they kept some people from Bungie, some people that I like.
Yeah.
I wish they could have kept Marty, but there's no way he's leaving.
Yoshishka.
I mean, I'm willing to give 343 a chance. You know, I'm not gonna bash them.
I mean,
we haven't seen anything from them at all. So I mean, I can't.
It's coming out in a year.
Judge them.
We've seen bits and pieces. We haven't seen.
You haven't seen nothing but from Halo.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't played a game they have made. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's true.
And okay.
And I mean, for Anniversary, they didn't even do that in house. That was done by Certain Affinity.
Yeah,
it's like now they're contracting out work. Where Bungie, it was all in house. Now Microsoft, being a big corporation, is contracting.
Anniversary wasn't bad. I mean, I wouldn't say it's worth the price. Okay, so it's worth $40.
Yeah, I'm not overall like delivery of the product, whether it's like the in-house development or not.
I do want to say this though. I haven't. Okay, so everyone else like Halo. I ran clans. I did this show for a long time. I haven't beat Halo Anniversary because it's boring.
The Anniversary Edition or
Yes.
regular Halo?
I don't know. I like the regular Halo better. I don't know what's different. It's the same.
Can't you
thing.
like switch to regular?
Yeah,
Halo?
I'm about to say just switch the graphics.
I don't know. It's just boring. Maybe because I just like reach better.
I think it's just aged.
Yeah,
little
it's like 11 years old now.
I played the campaign 3 times over.
I haven't played it yet.
A lot of the
I
reviewers kind
personally
of pointed out old school game design and stuff.
I still don't mind playing that game. I mean, it's old, and I'm about to start a run through on Legendary through them all, and I mean, Halo 1 is still a. I mean, it's.
I guess because on Legendary I couldn't beat just this one part I kept dying at on Solid Control Room. The part when you're coming out of the first big main hangar, where like all the
From the
hunters
control room?
on the assault on the control room.
No, wait, hunters.
Well, it's the big snow level.
Oh. How did you not get past that?
Well, I'm playing on Legendary. I was started on Legendary.
There's active camo in the room before there.
Well, no, I'm just talking about the first hunter. It's like I'm almost at the end.
Oh.
But the part where you're going up that hill after the hunters, and then what's the Banshee? No, what do they call that? The transport looks like a fork. What is that called?
Oh, the
The
spirit.
Spirit.
When that thing comes down and then it drops three ghosts, and I'm in a tank, I cannot beat it. I don't know why I can't. I died like 20 times every time I play it. I cannot.
Does anyone feel like
That one. Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
I can't get past that part. Just on
Really?
Legendary. Just on Legendary. I haven't tried it on. I'm pretty sure I could beat a heroic with my eyes closed.
That's not Assault in the Control Room, is it? That's the one after
Two Betrayals?
Yeah, I thought that was Two Betrayals, not Assault in
okay.
the Control Room.
Okay, I'm thinking Two Betrayals.
Does anyone feel like the Scorpion's canon can be kind of like wonky sometimes in Anniversary?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not. It doesn't seem as accurate as it was in Halo.
Well, like I'm looking right at the guy and it shoots way over him. It's like when
Yeah.
you're playing Skyrim trying to shoot arrows.
The spread on it's not as. It's worse than what I remember playing Halo 1 as. That's interesting. I have Halo CE downloaded as an Xbox original. I should play that and compare it to the gameplay of Anniversary and see if there's actually.
Well, it's supposed to be the same engine, right?
It's supposed to be, yeah.
Might have tweaked
Said it
like
was.
some bugs a
Said it-
little bit.
I mean, of course they changed some things. They had to.
Well, like
Probably.
for the Banshee trick on getting it down, remember you could shoot directly under it and then it would pop out, but it's like they almost fixed it to where you actually have to hit it on top and the explosion doesn't go through the floor now. So
I mean, I've seen a little few other issues. Like I don't think the plasma pistol shoots as fast. As
I think they've tweaked a few minor things.
So I remember in the Halo Combat Evolved when I first played it, the only gun I would use was the plasma pistol. It's the only gun I would use. But now I don't use it because it's not fast anymore. I don't think.
I think it's just your trigger finger.
I'm just getting old.
Well, it's a different controller. You're going from the Duke to the Xbox 360 controller.
Yeah,
so.
it seemed fine to me.
So it's probably just your trigger finger, to be honest.
Getting old, guys. 22. God. That hit me when I'm 50, not when I'm 20.
I'm 23. Shut the hell up.
But yeah, I mean, it's just I haven't had a chance to talk about it yet, so
All right.
I just thought it was boring. I haven't beat it yet.
Let's talk about some other shooters since we.
Well,
just...
one last one I want to bring about 343 is
right.
yeah, Halo 4 is purely like 343 on the line because say Halo 4 like flopped, I mean I think people would still be playing Halo 3 and Reach, you know, those would live on.
I don't think Halo would flop. I think like if this.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be in MLG anymore.
Well, it's definitely going to sell, so I don't think we're going to worry about it selling units. I just think it's going to be worried about if me and Dustin and Brent are going to want to talk about it 6 months after it's out, and if you guys are going to want to hear about it 6 months after it's out. Reach, you want to hear about it, obviously, because you're still listening to the show.
I mean, Reach was still made by Bungie.
Yeah.
Who had a history with Halo.
That's I'm not worried about it selling or people getting it or actually playing it. It's if they want to care about it after 6 months, and if Microsoft cares that people want to care about it. I mean, I don't have any. I think the game will be good for the first couple weeks you have it, you know, but I don't think it'll be as iconic as Halo 2 was. Where I mean, when you were coming home, is what you were doing. You know.
I really hope they private alpha and private beta test this well.
Call from
Why don't they?
Who the hell?
Me mute my mic.
Not me.
That was me. That was a phone call.
All right.
Yes, they need to beta test it well and make sure that we get beta testing codes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the most important part.
Just make an open beta on the marketplace or something.
No, well, you can do open beta for multiplayer, but
Yes,
I mean,
free with your purchase of Crackdown 3.
nah.
I'd buy it. I would buy it. $60, here you go.
Crackdown was great, and then I played the Crackdown
I
2
never
demo,
played
and I'm like,
Crackdown,
eh,
actually.
no.
Crackdown 2, I heard, was too similar to the first one.
It's the same game.
It could have just been a Halloween DLC or something.
Yeah.
It's actually the same.
Zombies attack.
Yeah, pretty much.
I thought it was way quicker. I beat that game really fast.
That's what I've heard.
One took a long time. 2 didn't take that long.
If you think about it, though, 343 has to prove themselves on 2 fronts now. That's the multiplayer and the campaign.
I don't think the campaign will be a problem. I have I don't think they could mess up the only problem I would have is if they messed up some canon. Other than that, I don't think it's going to play bad.
Well, it's all just fresh canon for the most part. I think.
Well, okay, so when I mean multiplayer, I guess I mean gameplay and physics and all that jazz. But
I think
then
multiplayer is
for
easy
campaign,
to nail for Halo.
Campaign though is they need to nail it. They don't need to like ace it, but they need to nail it.
Yeah, it needs to be awesome. Like this better. Okay, I guess I don't know if this is jaded. I guess it might be right. I'm expecting it to be the best one. I'm being really objective because if it was just Bungie that put out a normal old game just like Halo, it would be good enough for me to want to play it a long time. I have no problem with that. But unless this is like the best one, I don't know. It would be weird. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going to play it, but I'm expecting it. Like the only Star Wars that George Lucas didn't direct is the best Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back. So I'm expecting that.
Mm.
But
I didn't think that one was the best one, to be honest.
I think it's the best one. So.
Dustin prefers Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
No.
More Jar Jar.
More Jar Jar. That's great, yes. Put your tongue out in the pod racer, spark.
That's what he said when he was playing when he's playing Call of Duty. He's like, there needs to be more Jar Jar.
Yes, I love Call of Duty.
Oh goodness gracious.
Anyway,
let's get back on topic.
I think an interesting factor in the Halo 4, 5, 6 equation will be how the new Xbox plays into it.
That is true.
5 will definitely be on a new one.
Because that's slated out for a late 2013 release.
They could do like
We'll talk
like
about
the same thing the original trilogy did, like have 4 and 5 on the 360 and then the 6 on the new one, but then they're only going to like scratch the surface of the new one technology.
I mean 3?
No, 5 would be on the new one.
Yeah,
5 and 6.
5 is definitely going to be on the new one because if the new one's coming out next year, 5 is not coming out in the next 2 years.
Okay, we need to save this for a Halo expectations show.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Let me just say this. I expect 343 to do crazy things with the community aspect of Halo 4, and I'll be disappointed if they don't. Because that's where they have an opportunity to really make a name for themselves.
Yeah.
Because Bungie did a lot of great stuff with community.
I mean, if you think about it, one of the reasons why Halo is has gotten successful is because of community. I mean, you look at HBO, you look at the Bungie forums. Call of Duty doesn't even have that.
It was the first.
Yes, but I'm talking about in-game community.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking about the internet community because that's supplemented by the multiplayer community. I mean, the game is the thing. That's the important thing. That's the reason we talk about it on the internet, right? So I'm talking about in-game community aspects. Halo 2 raised the bar for what online multiplayer on a console meant. Like how you interacted with people, like the lobby system, matchmaking system, all of that was a step above what you'd seen on the Xbox at the time.
And why?
And I want 343 to step it up again. I want to see the next cool thing in online Xbox community.
Bring back clans.
Yes, you just do that, and we will shut our mouths.
Well, Greg might shut his mouth.
Yes, if I can be another overlord, that's all I need. Let's do this. Or staff member.
They should give Forge a terrain editor.
Like, so you can just build any. Like, they just give you a big blank box, and you can do whatever the heck you want.
Well, I mean, just be able to like make hills and like dips and stuff like in the ground. You know what I mean? Like,
you think that would be possible?
Well, what if Far Cry does it, right?
Well, what if you could build Forge maps on your PC and then run?
They said they weren't doing that though.
Oh.
At Halo Fest, one of the questions was going to be like the amount of time they're going to focus on the PC, and it doesn't look like there's really going to be any kind of development for at least the next 3 years, or any kind of PC related support. And
Still
I mean,
waiting on that Halo 3 Vista.
Yeah, I mean, no, not Vista. Hell no.
Vista.
Halo
3 Windows 7.
Halo 3 came
Halo
out
3
on,
7.
Halo 3 didn't come out on PC.
It's
right?
not on the
It was
PC yet.
yeah,
No.
I'm still waiting on it.
Halo 3 Metro.
Oh dear God.
Windows Phone, Halo 3.
Well, I mean, Windows 8's you're gonna be able to sign the live
Yeah, but you
and
can
play Xbox titles. So
You
you
can?
can play Xbox titles.
on your computer.
Yeah.
Like downloadable, or can you put the disc in your
Like it'll act like an Xbox.
Well, why would you even buy an Xbox?
I mean,
You just buy the games. So it has a compiler and everything.
I don't know if this is still like rumor or fact now, but
okay.
I think it's fact that you're going to be able to play Xbox titles on your computer
Whoa.
with Windows 8.
Mind blown. I had no idea.
Granted, I will not probably buy Windows 8 because from what it sounds like, it's going to have the whole Metro UI as the base.
You can turn
And I still want my Explorer.
just turn that off. It's just like a skin, right?
If it's something I can turn off, then maybe.
Yeah.
I'm going to be getting, whenever the release candidates come out, I'll get it and I'll put it on a separate machine and I'll give it a try.
Well, the demo's out for developers, right?
I didn't think it was.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna say I know. I'm not gonna keep up with it. I'm not gonna that much. I like 7 a lot. 7's really convenient. Anywho,
Other first-person shooters.
Halo 4 on the Wii U.
I haven't
We're
played.
done with Halo.
I haven't played Call of Duty, so I don't want to say anything about it.
I haven't played it either.
Oh, good for you.
Although from what I've heard, it's basically Call of Duty 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
It's
the same.
Modern Warfare 2 was
2.5.
Modern Warfare 1.5
So we're at what, Modern Warfare 1.75?
No, it's Call of Duty. It's Call of Duty
full version
4.7
upgrade.
actually. Well, they said the next one's gonna be Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
So,
I thought
Which is really
I thought
World
Black
at
Ops
War
was
3.
I thought Black Ops was better than Modern Warfare 2, to be honest.
I actually enjoyed Black Ops 2.
I was fairly impressed by
Black
Black
Ops was
Ops.
alright.
Because there was like Treyarch stepping up to the plate.
The multiplayer in Black Ops I thought was better than Modern Warfare 2. But I mean, Call of Duty 1, the multiplayer was spot on.
I haven't played it, so I mean the only first-person shooters that I've played is Halo Anniversary and Battlefield. And do you want to count Portal?
Yeah.
No, it's a puzzle
Portal's
game.
not a shooter.
Okay.
Well, you
shoot a
shoot.
gun.
You're not.
It's a first-person puzzle game.
Yeah, it's more of a puzzle game.
Okay, so I've played 2 this year. So
I have Battlefield, Gears, and Anniversary. I guess.
you got anything on Gears? I mean, I've heard it.
Was there a Medal of Honor that came out?
No. It
No, it's
Battlefield.
2010.
All right. What was there another shooter that came? Well, Brink.
Homefront.
Oh.
Oh,
gosh. I did not buy that, and I am so happy I didn't. Because
Mm-hmm.
I just watched it on Tobuska's channel, and he got done in 50 episodes. I'm like, yeah, that's it. No. Yeah, I guess Homefront was one of them, though. Brink had potential, and then it just flopped. Like,
Don't they all have potential?
But
in
Bethesda made
2009, I think they released their first teaser on Brink, and my roommate showed it to me. I'm like, oh wow, this has potential.
You mean the woman, the Jamaican guys running around the slums?
And doing all the free running stuff.
Yeah. But it was supposed to come out, and they kept delaying it. Like, I would have bought it, too, if it would have come out when the original release date was. When it just got too late, that was just in the reach too much, and in the college, it was, for me, I'm not going to say it's a bad game. I haven't played it. But I wasn't going to buy it. Because if I was going to play a shooter, I was playing Halo.
It was an alright game, but the way that they did the multiplayer, there basically wasn't any single player. You could play through the missions by yourself and kind of play through it that way, but there wasn't really a dedicated single player and then a dedicated multiplayer. It was basically just you have these scenarios and you're playing. It's like if they were able to actually separate both of those out and have two different experiences, I think it would have generated a lot more attention. And unfortunately, it just suffered not having enough numbers. It's an innovative way of doing shooters, that's for sure. But the way they presented it, it just didn't go anywhere.
I guess it goes to show you that the market kills innovation right now.
No, look at Skyrim.
Skyrim's not innovate. I mean, it's an Elder Scrolls game. I mean, I would have bought it regardless. I don't care what anybody would say.
If you want to talk about innovation, you're talking about Alan Wake, you're talking about LA Noire, you're talking about Portal.
Yes.
Those are innovative.
Well,
yes.
Portal came out a couple of years ago, so I'm talking about new stuff that came out this year.
Well, that's just a symptom of being like a sequel year. I mean, in sequels, you can't really innovate because your core game concepts they're already established.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. I cannot.
But I mean, if you look from Portal 1, which was a good game.
Sure.
It was a good game, and then Portal 2, you didn't really see much of a suffering as you see with all these other sequels, like from Modern Warfare 1 to Modern Warfare 2. Well, there was a definite drop there. I mean.
Yeah, but the thing with Portal was pretty bare bones. Like the original Portal, if you think about it, just like the scenery and stuff, other than when you're actually in the kind of like, not the catacombs, but the scaffolding and everything and aperture science, it's just real sterile. And it's supposed to be like that, but it wasn't like graphically amazing.
I mean, the gameplay itself was innovative, which caught everyone's attention. And then Portal 2, Valve added good content on top of it, which made it even more appealing. Like, I'm sure Portal 2 probably sold more than Portal 1.
Yeah, nobody thought Portal was going to be great. Yeah, like, very few people other than, like, inside the gaming press knew anything about Portal when it was originally coming out. Like, nobody thought it was going to be, like, this huge hit that it was. And then the Orange Box comes out, and everybody's like, this is the best part of the Orange Box. Like, this is
the only game I played. It was the only one I played.
Right.
I mean, because it was made by interns. They weren't really trying.
Yeah, it was made by.
And then Portal 2 is like, let's take this concept and actually a well-polished, amazing-looking cinematic game out of this.
But I mean, if you're doing sequels now, that's the direction you have to take. Right. And you see with some of these bigger companies now that doesn't happen. I mean, granted, the step from Halo 1 to Halo 2 was phenomenal. I mean, the multiplayer system just blew everything out of proportion. Halo 2 to Halo 3, the campaign dropped the ball for me. And then you look from Halo 3 to Halo Reach, maybe about level.
Yeah, but it was look at the difference between Halo 2 and Halo Reach. Like, what I'm saying is, it seems like the changes are incremental, but overall the changes were massive, and they're cumulative. And that it all ended up in Halo Reach. That's why... I mean, I hate to admit it, but as far as game mechanics go, like, Halo Reach is probably my favorite Halo multiplayer experience.
Right, but I mean, if you look at Call of Duty, though, they're doing it, I mean, wrong in my opinion, but I mean,
they're just pumping them out one every year.
The sales number proves differently, but I mean, you have basically the same weapons, the same multiplayer, basically just maybe a little bit upgrade on the graphics and new maps. The campaign stories are kind of shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
huge sales numbers don't prove anything. Huge sales numbers just prove a bunch of ignorant consumers who don't care for like true game innovation.
But
well, it's not ignorance. It's just they don't want innovation. They want what they know. And the thing with Modern Warfare is that everybody knows what that is. Like, there is an audience that really likes that kind of military shooter-esque theme, whereas Halo has a niche theme. It's sci-fi, and it's not really hardcore sci-fi because there's not a lot of jargon and science elements, but it's still in space, and there's, crazy stuff happening that couldn't happen here. And that it doesn't appeal to as many people for some reason as the military theme does. Like, people really love that military theme. Like, they love the idea of...
But it's so freaking unbalanced.
Yeah,
I'm just talking about
our arcade shooter.
I'm saying that the average Joe gamer who just has a PS3 or an Xbox and just plays casually and doesn't get into internet communities or into game design and all of that crazy stuff that we talk about. He really doesn't care about game mechanics and balanced mechanics as much as we do. Like, he just wants to have a good time. He wants to have the most fun possible. And for a lot of the time, like, cinematic sequences are really fun. They really get you into the moment in the game. That's the reason Uncharted is so popular. Like, that game's extremely linear. You can only go in one direction in Uncharted, but you're going in one direction and so much cool stuff is happening around you that you don't really care. It's like you're playing the movie, and a lot of people just want that. They want to play the movie. Like, it's harder for them to make their own fun. Like, in Crackdown, you had to work to make that game fun. I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't fun, but you had to, like, set up barrels in the middle of the highway and, like, shoot them as cars went by and, like, set up chain reactions and stuff. That was the fun of that game. That took mental power. You had to make up your own scenario in which to have fun with that game. But in Modern Warfare and Uncharted, they give you these pre-rendered, pre-set up moments that are extremely fun because you can set them up. Like, the developer can think about what exactly he wants to happen at exactly this moment, and that makes for a more cinematic experience. Like, I keep going back to that word, but that's what it is. It's like you're watching a movie because it takes control away from you whenever those sequences happen. Like, you might have a little control, but it's really false.
Well, I mean, I've said this
like,
before.
You're either going to die or you're not.
And, I mean, I've said this before. A video game has gotten to the point where it's almost like an interactive movie for games, especially like first-person shooters.
If you played Battlefield, you could agree. Yeah, you would definitely agree with. At least on the campaign side. It's basically what it was.
Pretty good campaign.
Well, Battlefield isn't known for a campaign. Granted, the campaign was... I thought it was pretty good for a Battlefield game.
I'm not going to say that I'm looking for that, or I don't. Supposedly the person who wrote Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 was a script writer for movies. So, I mean, I could see why you would think that.
I mean,
they're hiring people like that.
There were definitely used elements for the Battlefield 3 campaign, but coming from a game that is known strictly for its multiplayer, and it doesn't focus on campaign that much, the campaign was, in my opinion, pretty decent.
Yeah, I always like the Bad Company campaigns.
I mean, granted, it's not like a fantastic story, but it's not a bad one.
I hope that they finish the Bad Company 2 story when you guys play the end of it.
I never played Bad Company 2.
Bad Company 2 at the end.
Rent both of those.
At the end, the Russians invade. At the end of Bad Company 2.
Well, see, Battlefield 3 is about preventing the Russians from invading, so maybe it's like a different universe.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Okay. I haven't actually beat the campaign yet. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're in for a surprise then. The ending the ending I thought was actually pretty good for Battlefield 3.
Yeah, okay.
There's still a cliffhanger though.
There's definitely gonna be Battlefield 4 sometime.
I mean, you could see the cliffhanger coming. It was one of those moments for me. It's like, okay, is it going to stop the bomb or is it going to actually go off? And you never figure it out. I'm like, oh I knew you were going to do it, but did you have to do it? Really?
Oh, I thought it wasn't like in Halo 2 when you didn't know you weren't going to go to Earth, right? At the end,
I thought the cliffhanger you were talking about was with the Russian guy. Remember with the radiation poisoning at the end?
Battlefield 3?
The Russian guy you played as, Battlefield 3, with him and his like two buddies stopping the terrorist threats in France or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
And then he has radiation poisoning at the end, and yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Back.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're spoiling it for Greg, so we should stop.
Oh. To be honest with you, I've been so obsessed with another game, which will be my game of the year, that I probably won't get time to it before the next game I want to play.
Skyrim?
I'm not saying anything.
Let's see. Another game we haven't talked too much about yet is Gears.
Yes.
And I was not a fan of the first Gears, to be honest.
No, yeah.
I liked it a lot. I thought Gears 1
some people convinced me to get Gears 3, and I haven't played much of the campaign, but I really enjoy the multiplayer, actually.
Is it accessible? Like, is it easy to make parties and everything?
Yeah, it's actually really easy too.
Yeah.
So
Gears 1 was pretty hard with that.
Well, I guess I love horde mode because playing with friends, that's somewhat bearable. But I mean, the multiplayer is like, I don't play Gears. I'm not good at the mechanics, but I mean, I do okay every now and then. So it's not something I would get hardcore into, but it's something I could pick up and play every now and then.
Yeah, I don't really like watching it or playing it personally. I just don't get the mechanics that you were saying. About it. I mean, I just don't like understanding them. If somebody's right in front of you, you shotgun them, they should die. I haven't figured out why it doesn't work yet.
Yeah, I really don't like the third person aspect of Gears, to be honest. I mean, if that's one of the things that turns me off of Gears, that's probably the primary thing that turns me off on Gears is the third person stuff.
Well, you know that Hammerburst gun has the first person scope in Gears 3.
Is that the new gun?
No, Hammerburst has been around since like Gears 2.
Oh, I haven't played Gears 3.
Locust, like standard fare.
I mean, it's like
rifle.
with every other first person shooter, you have a reticle when you're not like zoomed in or scoped in.
So I guess
it's like with Gears, you have no reticle of like where your shots are going to go. It's like, okay, well, this is contrary to every other shooter that I've played.
Well, there's a reticule when you're holding the left trigger, like.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But that's when you're looking down the sight.
There's no reticule.
Right, where it's like for the other games, you at least have a general area it's telling you where it is.
Should we go around and say what our shooter of the year is, if we even have one? Can you abstain?
No, I don't think you can abstain. But yeah, we can go ahead and do our favorites, and then we'll take majority.
I mean, it seems like we need to get to the games.
We're obviously in the running is going to be, I think, Homefront and Brinker out. Gears, Battlefield, Halo CE, Call of Duty 3.
Uncharted's not really a shooting game.
Uncharted's not really a shooting game. No.
It has a pretty competitive shooting multiplayer aspect. It's kind of like it's actually that is really similar to Gears of War. It's like third-person shooter, get behind cover. Like Uncharted is pretty much PS3's Gears of War. Very similar gameplay.
I haven't played Uncharted, so I wouldn't know.
Uncharted's awesome. It's just it
is good.
It's like a really good short movie. It's short, but it's damn good for the amount you play.
It's like a modern day Indiana Jones.
Right, so we're gonna say 5 games then. We're gonna say
you want to count Killzone. You don't want to count Resistance. None of the other games.
Killzone?
No.
Well, I haven't played any PS3 stuff.
Yeah, I haven't played Resistance.
Are we gonna include PS3 stuff?
I'm not gonna pick them, so I don't know.
I'd say let's just.
I played Uncharted 3, so I could say something about it.
I mean, I would say just stick with Xbox really since we're Halo/Xbox thing. But I mean, if you guys want to include PS3, I mean, I don't know how many votes we'll get for it, but.
Brent, what's your favorite shooter this year?
Skyrim.
Skyrim's not a shooter.
Skyrim's
took an arrow.
No, hear me out.
RPG with shooting elements.
No, listen to me. You can get headshots in this game.
I know.
It doesn't
joke. You can
it doesn't
headshots.
Count.
do critical hits in Skyrim.
It's an RPG with shooting.
You do a critical hit if you're sneaking anyway.
I thought you could do headshots. I thought that you got like extra damage for headshots off of the bow. No. I've been playing a magic character, so it doesn't matter. But it's still kind of a shooter.
I'm gonna for magic shenanigans on that one.
Because if you miss, like you can miss, you have to aim at your target with the reticule and then shoot off your magic power or whatever, and it can miss. That's why I think it's a shooter. And also because I haven't played any of the other ones.
Then I mean that's Brent's. I mean you can't objectify Brent's decision, can you?
But Skyrim is not classified as this first-person shooter.
It's classified as
I was going to say a weird one too. So I mean, if you can count,
I won't count Skyrim.
I mean, you can make Skyrim for
because I really haven't played any of them, but I've played Halo 1. All right, is that can I?
Halo CEA, sure.
I think we should.
I choose that one, I guess, because that was the one that I wanted to play, and I just, didn't have the cash or the intense interest. Like it seemed okay. It seemed partially exciting to play Halo 1 in high def, but I wasn't just like, oh man, it's release date. It's time to play some Halo CE Anniversary.
I was the only person at the midnight at the one I went to.
I didn't even go to the midnight one for mine.
Yeah, I was the only person.
I went the next day. So,
yeah, I went to midnight. I was the only person there.
Mine is Battlefield. Mine's going to be Battlefield.
Don't say why.
Well, the game mechanics are spot on. Minus the whole squad thing. Yeah, it's an issue. But other than that, and the team balancing, the game mechanics for Battlefield 3 are spot on.
Spot on, mate.
Like the game physics, the bullet tracking, the guns, the vehicles, it works magically, in my opinion. And it's a game that I go back to regularly, and I've played it within the last week. I'm still playing it, so Battlefield's mine. So that leaves Greg and Daft.
I think Daft should go, or unless you want me to, because mine's weird. I guess I'm gonna say what it is. You guys can say if it's valid, like Brent's. So, you want me to go next? I can
go
next,
for
no
it.
Problem. Okay, mine would be Connect. Mine's gonna be a Connect title. So, I really enjoyed. Children of Eden was awesome. So, if you did not play that game and you wanted a good shooter game for the Connect, or just a good game in general, it's really fun to play. But it's really freaking short. But
is it a shooter? Is it
technically?
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it is.
I've heard the game.
You hold your gun out. You hold your hand out like a gun.
All right. All right.
So it's kind of like if you're into games like Luminous or Tetris, it's a game that you want to play over and over and over. I guess it's kind of something. It's not really something that you set out to beat. Not like Skyrim, because I got Battlefield. I played a few other shooters throughout the year, but really the only one that I've gone back and played multiple times and wanted to, like I was thinking about it to go play it, and I wanted to play it was Children of Eden. So,
all right.
If you want to do like a normal one, I would do Battlefield, but overall shooter has to be Children of Eden.
All right, Daft.
Yeah, I'd say best shooter's Battlefield 3. I pretty much agree with everything you said. Good mechanics, really good graphics. I thought the campaign was pretty decent. Multiplayer is great. I feel like the multiplayer is kind of a mix between Halo and Call of Duty, because it's like very, very similar to Call of Duty, like in the style, but then because of the vehicles, it's like Halo and big maps and stuff.
I don't like how the sprint in Halo is throw grenade in Battlefield. Because every time I try to sprint, the second the game starts, I throw a grenade every single game.
I've actually never had a problem with converting between Battlefield and Halo.
I guess I just haven't. If I would have played the campaign first, I wouldn't have had a problem. But I went straight to multiplayer.
I went straight to multiplayer.
Oh, I guess I didn't even look at the controller.
No, you always gotta do campaign first.
Yeah, I usually stick to that too, but for some reason, I guess
I mean, I did multiplayer for like 2 days, and then I went to campaign. So.
Interesting.
So yeah, I guess that means Battlefield 3 is our shooter of the year for Podtac.
Woohoo!
So, congrats to EA.
We had 0 choices for Call of Duty.
Congrats to DICE, not to EA.
And DICE, yeah. DICE and EA.
I don't like EA for their war on used games, or their stupid online houses.
EA paid for it, so there would be no game without EA. So. Technically, there would be no game without you, so reward yourself.
If it's in the game, it's in the game.
I see what you did there.
It's in the game.
All right, so let's talk about the rest of the games of this year.
A lot of them.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Lots.
Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty from the beginning of the year that we've forgotten too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, we had Portal, which came out earlier this year.
We had
Skyrim.
Portal, we had Skyrim, we had Assassin's Creed,
Rage.
we had Need for Speed.
Didn't LA Noire come out this year?
The Run.
Yeah.
LA Noire came out.
You got Forza.
We had Forza 4.
You got all the Move games that came out. Little Big Planet 2 came out this
Who
year.
cares about those?
All the Kinect games.
Little Big Planet 2
Who
came out
cares
this
about
year.
those?
You don't want to say... So you don't want to say Mario Kart DS was not a good game. 3DS, that game was awesome.
I don't have it.
No, I want to say that game is not awesome.
You don't like it?
I'm here to tell you that it's not awesome.
Ooh.
Speaking of 3DS, we did get Ocarina of Time for you.
You know, probably the game I spent the most time on was Tetris on my iPhone.
Tetris came out in the
Tetris
80s.
is great. But
So
Tetris
that doesn't
is great.
count.
I also play Scribblenauts.
I'm saying
on
that
my
Tetris
iPhone.
is timeless.
Yes,
Truly
Tetris is
gameplay.
timeless, but it did not come out this year, so it does not.
We remastered it.
A version of Tetris came out this year.
A version.
A version of
That's what I'm
Tetris
saying, though. Like, you could say that Halo is just like the 2011 version of Doom. Like, if you want to get like really, arbitrary about it.
Well, then Call of Duty has it come out since the early 2000s?
Halo was like a 3D version of Marathon, which was very similar to Doom.
Yeah.
Do we want to throw in the? I just thought of this, and do we want to throw in the third category for like arcade/indie games after this or not?
I wouldn't. Unless you count Children of Eden an indie game. I didn't really play any unless you want to count iPhone games.
I
played Bastion on XBLA.
I played. I mean, there's Full House Poker. There's Apples to Apples. There's.
Bastion was cool.
I didn't buy one XBLA game this year, and that's the first year I have not bought at least one, I guess. Yeah. I usually buy a lot. I didn't buy one this year.
Apples to Apples is good if you have the right people in there.
Oh, Iron Brigade, formerly known as Trenched. That was a cool game. I mean, as far as downloadable.
Oh, okay. Trenched? Oh, okay.
Yeah, like 1920s aesthetic, like kind of World War One era.
Did you guys play Knights of the Old Republic?
No.
I don't play WoW clones.
I mean, everybody I know that plays it is obsessed with that game and loves it. I haven't played it yet, so I don't have
free to play in 3 months. Wait and see.
Oh, so I should wait, dude. If it's free to play, I'll definitely buy it tomorrow. That's the only reason why I haven't bought it.
Minecraft technically came out this year.
It was released this year.
Yeah.
Didn't they call
That's a phenomenon in and of itself.
Yeah,
It's like Pokemon never shows up in the Game of the Year deliberations, but it doesn't have to. Like, it's always going to be successful. Well,
it's kind of like Call of Duty too. It's never Game of the Year, but it's always going to be successful.
Yeah, but that's kind of a different story because the online gaming community. I don't want to say they hate Call of Duty or Modern Warfare because they don't, but I'm saying that there is not as much enthusiasm. I mean, like, fan grade style, just fanatical enthusiasm for Modern Warfare on the internet as there is for, like, Pokemon or
StarCraft.
I'm trying to think of or Minecraft.
Yeah.
Think of the community just surrounding Minecraft, like the
Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Dude, new Kingdom Hearts would be good.
I mean, how much Call of Duty cosplay do you see online?
What is there to cosplay?
Exactly.
I mean, I watch it on CNN every day. Oh wait, that's the real thing.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, they did have Call of Duty XP this year.
I don't know what that is. I know what it is, but I haven't used it.
It was like it was
rival to Halo Fest.
Yeah, except it was freaking huge.
What was huge? XP?
They went all out on that thing.
It was a big frat boy convention.
Well, imagine how much money Activision has. They could have bought out the entire state of Indiana.
Look at how much money Microsoft has. I mean, they could have gone out too.
Well, I don't know about the game studios section. I'm pretty sure they had to pay for build and mix and all the new Windows 8 this year. So they got a lot of stuff.
I mean, if you look at just Microsoft as a whole, come on.
Do you think they're going to announce this 720 this year? I think at EA.
Yeah, they'll announce it. They'll announce it.
Do you think it'll be called the 720?
No, it's gonna have it's gonna be called Xbox Connect, and it's just going to be a massive Connect. No, I know. I'm almost certain it will have Connect integrated into it. Like if you buy an Xbox 720, you will have Connect.
Yeah,
you'll have some version of Connect.
It won't be built into the system though. It'll be
that's true. But
Microsoft,
I don't
nobody
think
likes Connect. Take the hint.
No, everybody likes it, dude. I've got Connect Sports.
Well, I'm saying they're making money on it, so they don't care either way. Like
it definitely is not appealing to the hardcore gamers, and I mean,
you haven't played.
Yeah, but since when did they care about the hardcore gamers? This isn't 2004.
Yeah, I know.
This is 2012. I mean, this is the age of people getting onto their Xbox 360.
You can't be mad at Microsoft
videos.
You can't be mad at Microsoft for Nintendo making a gimmick.
Who says I can't be mad? I can be mad all I want. Granted, me being mad.
I'm saying the irony now is
me being mad won't do anything about it, but I can still be mad about it.
Just because Nintendo makes a gimmick doesn't mean Microsoft has to copy them or try to do their own gimmick.
I'm saying there's a big difference between trying to do the hands-free motion control and having a motion control like the Wiimote.
Like the PS3 Move, I think is the best system out of all of them.
If you're a hardcore gamer like us, I don't like it that it has terrible aiming for. Okay, not terrible aiming for the normal person. Terrible aiming for somebody who likes to play a lot of first-person shooters. I don't like it how it has great auto aim out the butthole. It is annoying beyond belief. So if I'm trying to shoot something that is not a person, that's pretty darn close to a person, you can't shoot it. Auto aim right on that person every single time. And it's super annoying. It's hard to snipe because like when you're sniping, you want to like lead in front of them, like in Killzone, but it won't let you do that because like auto aim's on his face. So
Kinect is never going to appeal to the hardcore gamers.
They're never going to try.
Have you guys seen that new Kinect marketing campaign, like Kinect for Core or whatever?
No, I haven't seen it.
Wait, what?
Oh, they're trying to like sell it. Microsoft has this new Kinect marketing campaign. It's like Kinect for Core. They're trying to like sell like the Gunstringer and like Fruit Ninja and Child of Eden as hardcore games and all this.
I don't think Fruit Ninja is, but I can see the other two.
I can link you the ad. They have all those games in an ad for the marketing campaign.
They are really good. I would say that. Those are probably the first three bought that I recommend to people. I want like a call it. I mean, I want something that's like.
I'm talking about something that's a console classic. Your console classics are shooters, racing games, and like adventure/RPGs.
Yeah, I haven't bought a.
Those are your console classics right there.
What was it, Turi?
Well, or I mean, if you want to go way back to classic, you have your side scrollers.
Mario.
Your 8-bit side scrollers. Sonic, Mario.
You can't count out Mario 3D. You can't. I mean, there's a lot of awesome games that came out this year. I mean,
oh yeah, like Mario 3D Land.
I mean, if I'm playing a video game, it's because I want to relax, and all I want to do is move my thumbs.
I don't want to move around. Yes.
I mean, granted, there are times where it's like, yeah, you might want to get up and do something with your friends. I mean, Rock Band was a perfect example of that. But it's
Kinect is for parties.
Yes. Yeah, Kinect is for
No.
Yes,
No.
parties
It's for my
and
dad who
relatives
has
coming over.
never played a video game in his life, but he likes football.
it's for the
Ultra bored
non-gamers. It's for the non-gamers.
Yeah, it's for the
Yes.
casuals. Yeah,
Yes, you are exactly right.
and casuals are ruining the industry.
Is ruining the industry?
I wouldn't
don't know about that.
say it's ruining the industry, but
I mean,
I think
an industry
I think
built
it's
on
detracting.
fanboys.
I don't think it's
It's-
ruining. I think it's detracting.
No, it's I would say it's stalling innovation to the point of how stuff is changing because the people who have good ideas are making
People that have good
small
ideas with the
games.
Kinect are the people that are doing things on the computer
Yes.
with Kinect.
No, I'm not trying to say with Connect. I'm just saying in general. It's like people are making a lot of iPhone games that are awesome, that are taking my time away from my Xbox.
Well, this is just me, and I guess I'm a part of a niche crowd, but I do not get mobile
Well, I'm just not at home a
gaming
lot because I'm
on.
talking.
It's for casuals to play at the office building or at school or
Well, like
wherever.
it's not like I don't do
On
it
the
casually.
bus.
I just do it because I can't go home. But like I have to go to work and then I have a meeting with a client and then I have to go to Best Buy and then I have to go pick up something. So I don't get home till 10 o'clock at night and then I play Skyrim from 10 to 2. You know, but
How would you
until then-
feel about a really in-depth Skyrim-esque like RPG adventure on like the
On the-
iPhone or what?
I wouldn't play it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't play it. Like
Ooh.
like what are those what's that game that the Epic Games made? It's the fighting game. It's really expensive.
Tekken.
Well, that actually reminds me of Bulletstorm. We didn't even mention Bulletstorm for the shooter category.
Did that come out this year?
Yeah, it came out in like
Oh wow.
February. There's a game that Epic makes on the iPhone that's like an Infinity Blade or
See,
something
but
like that.
I mean,
Yeah, I think
using,
that's what
using
it's
your
called.
accelerometer and using touchscreens as buttons is the
But
most
I-
bizarre and
Yeah, I wouldn't play it.
uncognitive thing that I would think of. It's like, I want buttons. I want something physical. I need
Now-
physical feedback.
If there was a game like Torchlight on the iPhone, I'd try that. Or like a top down.
Like, I mean, Pokemon
Venture game.
is stretching it.
No, dude. There's this game on here called Mimo Monsters. That's exactly like Pokemon. I am addicted to this game. It's exactly like Pokemon. It's just on the iPhone.
I mean,
It's
but
the
that
same
works
thing.
because it's slower.
Oh yeah, I mean it's fun, dude. Like I have nothing like in between emails and text messages. I'm playing this game sometimes. I'm not gonna say it's only appealing to people who would not play Skyrim. Be honest with you, if I was at home, I wouldn't play the games. I would play Skyrim, or I would play Battlefield or Halo if I had more time. But it's mostly because I just don't have time. If I had more time, I'd play them. But I just like to play these casual games because they're fun and it's more accessible. You'll see what I'm saying, Justin.
All right.
You have no time to do anything at home.
All right.
You just don't go home every day.
I mean, whenever I'm going to get a Kinect, it's most likely going to be for the PC.
I would just wait until the new Xbox comes out to get it.
Because you're going to get it anyway.
Yeah.
And probably a better version of it.
Well, they are coming out with the Kinect 2, so Kinect for Windows is supposed to be the Kinect 2.
Oh, so it's gonna have that's the one that's gonna have like the processor in it?
Yeah, and it has like better
sweet.
cameras, and
Oh, that's what
it's supposed to be able to actually do independent finger tracking.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, the
I'll
original
check that.
Kinect was supposed to do a lot of stuff too. But
Well, it was supposed to do all that, but they said they couldn't. Like, if they made it, it wouldn't sell for the price point. They weren't trying to sell it to me and you. Like they weren't trying to sell.
oh yeah, I already knew that.
Yeah, they were trying to sell it to some mama.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that whenever I saw the Kinectimals E3 fiasco thing. I mean, it wasn't a fiasco, but it was just like, this isn't for me.
You also
Yeah.
thought Viva Pinata was not for you until you played it.
Yeah, but Viva Pinata wasn't made for me. But yet, at the same time, it was an amazing game. Like I
Yeah.
loved Viva Pinata.
Yeah, it was great.
It was like Pokemon without the fighting. It was. That sounds
didn't.
lame, but
You could hit him with your shovel.
yeah.
I mean, I can at least give Microsoft props for starting to advertise the Kinect in the right market. Like they've come out and actually advertised Kinect in use of like real world applications for like medicine and teaching and stuff.
I haven't really seen that.
I think it's a great idea for it to be like some kind of like a utility device in like the non-game world, but not
as a gaming
device,
peripheral. It's no, just simply no.
To say for you, it's not good, but you can tell.
Whatever happened to Fable: The Journey?
I think they're still making it.
Oh, you mean the Xbox? That game.
The Kinect Fable
on
game.
Rails, stupid game.
Yeah, on Rails. Yeah, Spellcaster. You know. I think we'll see that at E3 this year.
All right, so let's talk about some games for our kind of
one last thing about Kinect.
All right.
If Halo 4 has major Kinect integration, I will be furious.
Man, you know what would be the ultimate Microsoft troll? If you can only play Halo 4 with Kinect.
Oh no.
That's what I'm getting at. Or something.
If that happens,
somebody asked at a Halo Fest. Somebody asked.
If that happens, you will see me gone from Podtacular.
I wouldn't buy it.
Oh
I honestly
man, that'd be hilarious.
Even though I have one,
I would.
Still wouldn't.
Yeah.
But realistically, you know they're gonna weasel Kinect into Halo 4 somehow.
Somehow, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that I find kind of disgusting, to be honest.
Even though saying grenade and reload and it happens,
that is stupid.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's really
no, what?
I don't understand why you would want to throw your arm towards the screen when you could just tap a bumper and throw a grenade.
No, you just say it. You can't.
I'm not gonna wait.
Because I say it while I'm shooting, and then I don't have to
half a second to do something I can do in 1/100th of a second.
You say it while you're shooting still. Like you hold the button down and you say it, so you don't have to stop. And then
there's just
no
reason for
say it while you're shooting. So I don't know. I found it as being really useful. So. I'm not going to say it's useful for everything. Like there are a lot of stupid games. There are lots. Okay, most of them are dumb, but there's like 4 or 5 really cool ones that I think everybody should at least try. I'm not going to say it's bad. If it's going in a direction, it's going in a good direction. It's gotten a lot better from when it first came.
Kinect needs to be something minor though.
It won't.
It needs to be.
We know it won't.
I'm still
the more
upset
I think
about
the Wii U, the more. Go ahead.
Oh, that in Halo Anniversary, you can't even do that whole analyze like library feature without a Kinect.
It's stupid. I hated when they said that.
Yeah, that.
I don't like it when people purposely, like when what was it, the Call of Duty game that didn't let you do servers on your computer, and that's why you didn't buy it.
Yeah.
That's, like when you just alienate a whole portion of people just on purpose, that's stupid. There's no reason why they couldn't just put it in there for everybody else. They just did it because they're trying to sell more. It's dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, you're preaching to the choir. So, all right. So picks for the year. Let's narrow it down to a top 5, and then we can pick from there.
Let's do Portal, Skyrim. You want to include Battlefield?
Well, we did our shooters, so let's leave out shooters. Let's leave out shooters. So Portal, Skyrim are definitely in there. Let's see what else is something I enjoyed. I enjoyed Revelations.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Do you want to throw that up there?
Yeah.
All right. So Revelations is the third. How about 2 more? Daft, Greg.
Wait. What are the? How many slots are there, and which ones
we're doing
right now?
We're doing 5, and we have Skyrim, Portal 2, and Revelations right now.
Ooh.
There's a lot of good, semi-good games. Compared to those 3, I don't know if you could really honestly.
Oh, what about Zelda Skyward Sword?
Yeah.
I didn't play it.
I heard that was like.
I don't have a Wii.
I heard some people say it was the best 3D Zelda, but I mean I don't have a Wii to play it.
I'll give you mine.
Yeah, I should probably have played it being DaftLink, but I haven't played it yet, even though I own it. We could put L.A. Noire up there. That was pretty.
I mean,
yeah, we could. Although I didn't play it, but I heard it was a good game.
That should be considered Game of the Year.
There need to be filler contenders in every kind of race.
Okay, if one of the ones you're gonna pick are not those three, just say what it is. Just add it because I'm picking one of those three. So I don't see the point.
Yeah, I'm picking one of
those three.
All right, so
okay, so we'll just leave it to those three.
Yeah, because I honestly don't. There's a caliber, and you can't compare. I mean, it has to be those three are the best. I mean, you put.
There are some other games worth mentioning.
Yeah, I mean, Uncharted was good. Mario 3D was awesome.
Wait, Mario Kart 3DS or?
Mario Land 3D.
Oh yeah, Mario.
A lot of people like Indigo Prophecy. Not Indigo Prophecy. What was that? Jesus, what was that game? Blah 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 blah. Guys made Bowler Game. Made a movie this year. Game this year, right? No, Deus Ex. I'm thinking the wrong thing.
Deus Ex Revolution.
A lot of people like Deus Ex when it came out.
It's kind of a sleeper hit.
I'm just trying to think of because I work at Best Buy, what's sold and what people said they liked.
When did Splinter Cell Conviction come out?
That was last year.
That was last year? Okay.
Yeah. Not really any Tom Clancy title came out this year.
So
except for Hawks 2, unless you want to count Hawks.
Skyrim, Portal, and Revelations.
Yeah. I don't see the
point. No Saints Row 3?
The rest of us
is not on this podcast.
I think you're at a loss there. Sorry.
What?
I haven't played Saints Row 3, but I've heard some good things about it.
Oh yeah, I played Saints Row 3. A little bit of it. It was pretty fun. But I mean, it wasn't innovative. I mean,
it's like a really
it was innovative
GTA.
In that it had wacky, cool mechanics and things, but
it was innovative because I was bored and there was nothing else.
Right. So, Daff, why don't you start with your pick out of those top three?
Skyrim, Portal.
Here, I'll type it in the chat. So we know what it is.
Well, if one of those three aren't your favorite, then tell us what your favorite.
Well, no, I mean, Revelations I haven't played. I don't really have any interest. Skyrim, I own it, but I haven't played it. But I heard it's amazing and it looks amazing. And Portal 2, I did play and got all the achievements, and that was really good.
The only beef I have with Portal 2 is it's not. It doesn't have any replay value.
So if we said pick a game...
Well, they actually released some DLC for it, free DLC recently.
Yeah, but I mean, you play that a few times and then you're done.
It's kind of fun to do with friends, I guess. But
yeah, if I told
friends
you
who haven't played it yet,
you could pick any game as your favorite game, what would it be? Any game this year, game of the year.
I liked LA Noire a lot personally.
Okay, so that would be your personal game of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because it's like of those three, like the only one I played is Portal, and that was really good, but like it wasn't my game of the year.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Why wouldn't LA Noire be for you?
I don't know. It's like well, I don't know. LA Noire was like only single player. It was my single player game of the year, I guess. But like Battlefield 3 was like I really loved that. That was probably my multiplayer game of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Played a lot of that. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Toss up.
Yeah, toss up. Yeah.
All right, Dustin, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna do Revelations.
Ooh, look at that.
Because I haven't played Skyrim that much. I mean, it's an RPG, so I know it's gonna take me forever because I'm such a item hoard. I've played the equivalent of 3 full days of Fallout, and I'm still not done.
Whoa. Actually, I've played more than that in Skyrim so far. So. I'm not even halfway done with anything.
And I only have, 440 gamer score?
Gee.
So, and it's a game I still want 100%. And I have all the DLC too, so it's like, well, that'll be interesting.
So your game of the year is why is Assassin's Creed?
Assassin's Creed mainly because I love the Assassin's Creed storyline, and while I suck at the multiplayer, it's actually pretty cool. So
yeah,
I would choose Portal over Revelations. The only thing that I have against Portal is there's little to no replay value, in my opinion.
Well, how much replay value is there with Revelations?
Revelations, you have the matchmaking, though.
Yeah, but I mean,
Portal, it's like you can only do the co-op stuff so many times.
Yeah.
With the multiplayer in Revelations, it's actually, I mean, you're actually playing against a variety of people.
But is the multiplayer in Revelations, I mean, the Assassin's Creed multiplayer suite in general, is that like actually good, or is it just like tacked on to somewhat?
No, it's good.
Copies? Oh,
it's good. Granted, it's better if you actually are decent at stealth and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, a different.
I'm not a stealth person. Yeah, it's a different type of multiplayer, but no, it's solid.
Okay.
Where Portal is just like, yeah, you can play with a friend, and I mean, I played through the co-op once, and I could care less if I played it again.
And Portal?
The only reason I would do it would be to get the achievements, which I still need. That's the only.
How they ruined gaming for everybody.
That's the only reason I would go back and play Portal 2 would be for the achievements or for the single player. So.
You just call Portal your favorite single player, and then Assassin's Creed your favorite multiplayer, or
Well, no, I mean Assassin's Creed single player was good too.
Oh, okay.
I mean the Portal single player I think was better than Revelations, but I mean if we're doing like game overall, I'm going to say Revelations.
Okay.
So Brent.
I'm going to pick Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Yes. There's just so much world in Skyrim. I mean, for real, there is a world there.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
It's waiting for you to explore, and like you feel
Mike
like you
knows
can't
many
explore
things.
it all.
And
It's like I hate using fast travel, but I mean, I do it because if you didn't do fast travel and you just played that entire game on foot or by horse, it would take forever. Especially if you want to do as many side quests as I want to do.
How bad is it? I mean, how bad is it compared to Fallout 3? If you played Fallout at all.
I haven't, but I know that like I can't give you a measurement because I don't know. I just know that Skyrim is massive.
Okay, well, no, it's your turn. I'm sorry, I'm not going to interrupt.
Go ahead.
I haven't when I've played. I haven't. I mean, my girlfriend will tell you this too. That I purposely have told myself I'm not going to fast travel. I haven't yet, but it is very annoying in some quests when it makes you go to one point that's on the entire outside of the map, and it literally will take you about an hour and a half to get there, and then it makes you go right back to the other point.
Yeah.
You know,
and aren't you fast traveling then?
I just don't. There's too much to look at, and it's cool.
Yeah, I can understand why you wouldn't want to. Like that's why I hate fast traveling. I hate it because it totally ruins the atmosphere of that game. You want to feel like you're living in that world.
Yes.
And on my second playthrough, I'll totally do it without the fast travel. I just wanted to see some of the cooler stuff. I wanted to just finish some of those side quests. But
there's one way I can compare when you fast travel, when you don't fast travel, to a different series. Mass Effect 1, you didn't. You went to the worlds, right? You landed on them, and you searched for stuff. You didn't just land on the world and you had a little hub, and that was it. You know, basically that was it. So if you don't fast travel, it's more like Mass Effect 1 and how it was kind of more of a grind, but it was more of a better experience, I guess, overall. Mass Effect 2 was more cinematic, and it was more action-y. So I guess the Mass Effect kind of gave me like I think Mass Effect 1 was better than Mass Effect 2, only because of that. I felt Mass Effect 2 felt like it was too small, and when you fast travel in Skyrim, you don't really get how big it is.
I mean, you don't get the sense of scale.
Because when you first start and you want to go from right run to Riften, it will literally take you about an hour and a half your first time doing it. It's and that's from the middle to one point.
But the thing is, just walking in Skyrim is its own reward because of just the visual and the atmosphere, everything going on around you. There's so many game mechanics going on at the same time.
Yeah, probably the best part.
Yeah, the alchemy aspect requires you to pick up different, vegetation from around the world, and there's all sorts of different things you can pick up, all sorts of different ingredients and reagents for different potions that you can make. The only problem I have is that after you've played for a good amount of time and finished a bunch of quests, and you've gotten your character up to, the mid-40s, all of a sudden the game, you can't progress anymore. Your character literally cannot become any more powerful because you will have tools at your disposal to make your character as powerful as he's ever going to be, or she.
You could say, like, if you leveled up your smithing, then it's game over.
Yeah, I mean, I leveled up enchanting, which basically makes my mage have 100% magicka. I don't have to spend any magicka to do destruction spells. So I can just... I don't want to give it away, but I will anyway. There's this one, like, main destruction spell that you finally learn. It's the most powerful spell, I suppose. I mean, you could objectively say that probably the other spells are more useful because you have to stand still while you're using it, but it's called Lightning Storm. And you basically just stand there and a beam of pure energy like flows out of your hands, but you can't move. And you just stand there with the beam, and because you're using no magicka, you can do that forever. And like enemies are just running at you and getting mowed out, completely obliterated by this beam of pure energy. And it kind of ruins the game at the end. So you have to really start enjoying the scenery because you're not going to get any cool loot out of chests anymore. At that point, it just becomes, here's some loot. Yeah, it's worth, 1,500 gold, but
how many hours
it's worthless to me.
How many hours have you played?
I haven't looked at the hours because I really don't want to know, but I know that I'm on like save 556 or something.
So you know how to look at it though, right? You just go to load and look.
I'm sure he knows how.
I just save it. I just go to whichever save file, and
if you ever wanted to know, just let me know because I'm interested.
Oh, I can find it. I'm sure. I mean, I used to. In World of Warcraft, I /played once, and it said I'd played like 1,000 hours. I was like, oh no, this is awful. I've wasted
I'm one of them.
1,000 hours. That's wow.
Well, I guess it's my turn. Mine would also be.
No, I don't think it's 1,000 hours, but I could check.
I
can check online.
I can check my /played right now on WoW.
See, my WoW subscription's up, so I can't check it from WoW, but I think I might be able to check it from the WoW Armory, maybe.
But yes, Greg,
mine's 0. Mine's Skyrim as well. I mean, it's for different reasons, I guess, a little bit. I've played for probably around a little over 100 hours, and I'm a 30. I know somebody who's played for less than 20 hours and is a 30. I guess it just shows the main difference of if you fast travel and read and get to know everybody that's actually there and try to figure out the best thing to do in situations. Like, I've spent a lot of time that you don't even have to do this, like just learning the Thunes, like finding them. Like, it's what I want to do before I can progress on more. I haven't found Eastburn yet, so that's where I'm at in the campaign. So I'm really early on. I really haven't beat any side quest. I mean, like any main story except for the Civil War, because I wanted to kill the darn Stormcloaks because it pissed me off. But it has been my game of the year. I mean, I talk about it at work. I look at it on Reddit all the time. It's awesome. I want to make a smithing app for the Android so it makes it easier so I don't have to look it up every time.
I'm surprised there isn't one out there already.
Yeah, me too. I don't know. It's just if you want, if you're one of the types of people that likes to play, I guess, create their experience rather than it gets created for them, like in multiplayer, it kind of gets created for you in a way because you play with friends and stuff. But if you want to play a game that's more like a book or something that feels like it's yours, I would say that this is a really good game. I put over 500 into Oblivion, and I plan on spending about that much. And I've only had it for a month. I got it on Christmas. So.
All right.
But Portal was great. I would say if there's a second, it would have to be Portal.
Guys, I just did my /play on WoW. It's like 213 days.
Whoa.
Which I calculated to be like over 5,000 hours.
Whoa.
That's a lot, dude.
You played almost a year?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's a fun game.
Yeah, I haven't played it yet. That's why I'm scared.
Oh, you'll get hooked.
That's why I haven't gotten it. No, I don't plan on getting it. I have Halo.
Yeah.
I probably played that much doing Halo.
Yeah, if you count all the Halo games.
I play way more Halo than WoW, actually. I would always pick Halo over WoW if it came to it.
So that means what? You played 2 years of WoW or Halo?
Probably. My life has basically just been like mainly switching back and forth between Halo and WoW constantly, like every day since like 7th grade or something.
I mean, I was the same way when I wasn't at football practice. I was playing Halo in high school. I basically would get home at around 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I would play till about 2 a.m. Halo 2 or Halo 3 every day.
Dang.
Every day. That's why I was an overlord, bitch.
Alrighty. Well, that's our picks, guys. We have Battlefield 3 as our shooter, and then Skyrim as our recreational game, I guess. More or less.
Game of the year. Non-shooter.
Non-shooter edition.
What's the next show going to be about there, Dustin? Do you know?
Actually, I don't know yet, to be honest.
Are you going to do a tips and tricks show? We haven't done that in a long time.
For what?
I don't know. Any of the new maps?
We might. We haven't done one yet. Although we're a little late to the party.
Yeah. Too. Little late.
We haven't had a proper show to talk about Atlas and the updates to Waypoint or the custom challenges. So
I don't. If you think about it, you've been getting more listeners, so maybe you shouldn't go back. I don't know.
Well, I mean, there's some other Halo newsy stuff, and I mean that's one of the things that has kind of creeped up in conversation over the past couple of shows is Atlas and custom challenges. And
I can tell about the iPhone. I bought it on the iPhone, so I can.
I have it on the Android too. So
is it free on Android? It's free on Android, right?
Well, the Waypoint app is free, but Atlas you have to pay $5.
Yeah, that's probably the coolest $5 I ever spent.
And I mean, that might be our next show. We'll see, but there's a couple things coming up, and we're probably, since we're supposed to be hearing more news about MLG within the next 2 weeks, and we actually got a really good turnout for the MLG show, we're probably going to do another MLG episode here within the next month.
It's probably going to be more about StarCraft, though, aren't they? The announcement.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I hope to.
I mean, we're focusing on Halo stuff, so we'll probably get some Halo information that we're going to be talking about.
I hope that they keep it on the circuit because there's a lot of talk about them announcing they're going to drop it.
Yeah, so
hopefully that doesn't happen.
I need to go through and watch the Halo Council podcast. So
Halo Council pop. What is that?
It's a little video cast that some of the Halo MLG pros have put together. They have
really? That's
seven
cool.
episodes out right now, and I think they broadcast every weekly live on Twitch TV. So
it's like Day 9 TV, but for StarCraft.
I don't know what Day TV is.
Oh, okay.
No, it's Halo, not StarCraft.
Yeah, well, Day 9 is every day he does something on StarCraft.
Oh. No, this is like I think weekly.
Well.
For Halo, but yeah.
Do you know that now, with the current situation in North Korea, if you end up playing Kim Jong-un in a StarCraft match, he'll send a Korean nuke to your house.
What?
He has to have 200 minerals and 200 gas before he can do that, though. So. He has to have
some inside joke that I'm not getting right now.
That's how much.
Did they play StarCraft in North Korea, or is that only South Korea?
It's South Korea. You can't play StarCraft.
So a friend of mine, he sees the Kim Jong-un guy as a just kid who wants to be left alone and play StarCraft all day.
You know who Kim Jong-un is, right? Dustin, you're going to be hacking him pretty soon.
No, I won't.
Oh, wait. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry.
Who's typing?
Not I.
I was typing Dustin hacks Kim Jong-un to see if you...
No, I won't be doing any of that kind of stuff.
We should have like a battle of the 2011 remakes, like Ocarina of Time 3D versus Star Fox 3D versus Ico and Shadow of the Colossus Collection versus Halo Anniversary.
Well, the only remake I've played is Halo Anniversary, so
I really want to play
Fox
that
3D
Shadow
is
of the
awesome.
Colossus.
I mean,
own the
we
Shadow of the
voted
Colossus.
down the arcade and indie thing. So I think we're done.
Mm. I played the Ocarina of Time 3D. That was really good on the
Isn't it
3DS.
Ocarina? Where'd you get Ocarina?
I say Ocarina.
Hey, Macarena.
That's Macarena. Anyways, if you guys have comments on our picks, feel free to send us an email or comment on the show page. But other than that, I think that pretty much wraps this up for the show. And we've gone on for almost 2 hours. Wow.
Hibbity, that's all, folks.
Well, we did have the big distraction at the beginning.
That was only like 10 minutes. That wasn't that long.
It was more like 20.
We talked more about, I think the shooters took a long time.
Yeah, so. Anywho, the crowd's demands have been fulfilled. Brent has come back on the show for a show.
That's what, like, every time I look at the comments, somebody always says that.
I want Brent.
Now we can start up the Persona 4 discussion.
We need more Brent. Instead of more cowbell.
Persona 4 or Persona 5? That's the question.
Tune in next time to find out.
And Blaze Blue.
Yeah.
Persona.
Just a bunch of like obscure like anime style games that nobody cares about except for me and the rest of like the Giant Bomb community.
You should go on Giant Bombcast. Have you ever been on the Giant Bombcast?
No. You got to be like, you have to be an industry professional to be on that podcast.
Or aren't you?
Do I count?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
Have you gotten paid, Dustin?
No, unfortunately not.
Not yet, then.
Is that what it takes?
If I give you $1, does that count as you getting paid? Because I want... I don't know.
No, I don't think it does. Unfortunately.
Well, when you said industry professional, technically professional is you getting paid, right?
I guess that would be part of it, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
So right now on Podtacular.com, there are 27 people logged in. 24 of them are guests. How many of those are bots?
23.
They're gonna post some threads about bridal dresses.
Right.
with their broken English.
Yeah, we still have some spammers that get through every now and then.
They're looking for information on My Little Pony fighting his magic.
You know, it was.
I forget
funny.
what the latest one was.
When I used to be a mod for the Podtacular.com, you could look up the recent things that were searched for us.
Oh yeah.
A lot of funny stuff.
I always search for my own name in the Podtacular forum just to see if anybody's talking about me.
You can
See if I can find any posts with Brent.
Wait. You can search? How do you search? You have to log in. Okay.
Well, yeah, you have to be logged into the forums. Then you go up and it's upper right-hand corner next to FAQ and members.
I'm just going to make a thread every day and just write your name randomly in there.
Right, and I'll just search for it every day and find it. Yeah. It'll be like hide and seek. Like you can hide it in a different forum each time.
He'll go back and
I'll
edit.
post found it.
He'll go back and edit posts from like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Gotta catch him.
On the forums, we're currently discussing the rumor that the new Xbox may not run used games.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Used games?
Yeah,
that's some juicy info. All right.
That's not gonna happen.
The war on used game sales continues. Who will strike back next?
Stormcloaks or the Imperial?
Well, we're gonna save that for another show.
Yes.
So, anyways, whoa. That sounded weird. Anyways.
I told you we have a fail vote for the end of the show is over.
Yeah, shush. There it is. You're happy? You satisfied?
Yes.
All right. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Hopefully we didn't bore you too much with our discussions. Kind of randomness that you guys pretty much like. So, Although for the newer listeners, this is what we were like before. Just kind of random derailments that are somewhat interesting, maybe somewhat not.
They're interesting to me. So I don't know.
They're interesting to the rest of us. So, Anyways, those are our picks. Again, if you have any comments or if you want to say what your own picks were, feel free to send us an email at submissions@podtacular.com or leave us a comment on the show page or drop a line in the forums. I think there's a thread in the forums somewhere under open discussion about the best games of 2011, so feel free to drop a line in there.
I think it's under other games and consoles. Right?
Oh, maybe it is. It's somewhere in there.
Okay.
It's there. And feel free to leave us a voicemail if you want your voice heard on the show. We haven't had voicemails in a while, so if we can get that started again, that'd be pretty cool. And the number for that is 206-888-HALO. So yes, we do have a voicemail. It still works. I remember a while ago.
Dusty to go get Chucky J to blow the dust out of it.
No, there's nothing there right now.
Oh, really? You haven't had a call that?
No, we haven't had any voicemails in like 5 months, 6 months.
Remember when Plasma used to call like twice a day?
Who was the turleteer? I forget who the turleteer was.
We called from the turlet.
Yeah.
Was that like name?
Was that plasma grenades?
No. Was that like name Twister?
Oh, Names Twister?
Was that him?
I forget.
Okay.
It's somewhere in their archives.
Tales from the Turlet.
Turlet Tales. All right. Well, I'm sure, Brent, you'll probably be on again sometime in the future.
Yes, I'll be back.
Greg is possibly making a comeback to the regular show, so if time permits, which it sounds like it might be, you will probably see him as a regular co-host again.
Sweet.
And Daft has been slated as a new co-host as well.
Look at that.
So his dedication in the forums and to the community has granted him the co-host position.
He has made it to Sovngrad.
Ooh.
Sovngrad.
So you will begin to see more of Daft as well on the show.
Yay.
You mean here?
Yes, here.
I'm kidding.
On the show, here, same thing. Give it the program, Greg. I know you've been out for a while.
I thought that you were going to go all video podcast on us.
No. That flopped, remember?
Well, you're doing your V-blogs. I want to make sure that, V-cast.
Anyways, thanks guys again for listening. And until next time, we will see you guys later. Peace out.
Yeah.
Later.